Hi, I'm Brett Johnson. I'm an associate marriage and family therapist at SoCal Therapy Center in Woodland Hills, California. And I specialize in working with teens and young adults. I help teens and young adults who are experiencing a difficult or challenging time in their life recover from the issue that they might be working through and go on to accomplish their goals so they can lead a happy and fulfilling life. And today I'd like to share with you a little bit what I know about anxiety and how to treat anxiety. So this video is especially for folks out there who might be familiar with anxiety, that kind of uncomfortable feeling we get sometimes in our stomach, but whose anxiety may be preventing them from accomplishing their goals, like enrolling in school, finishing school, going out for that first big job, or even advancing in your career. It could be related to relationships, personal relationships that you'd like to pursue but don't feel able to because of your anxiety or your fear, or social relationships, like avoiding going out and hanging out with your friends or acquaintances because of kind of how that feels, how that anxiety or fear makes you uncomfortable. So that's what I want to talk to you today about is anxiety, teach you a little bit more about anxiety and what we can do about your anxiety, because anxiety is very treatable, and by working with a CBT therapist like myself, we can really help you go on to live a very happy and normal and rewarding life. So what is anxiety? So anxiety is a very normal experience. It's those first date jitters or those knots in the stomach we get before a big event or a big speech. Anxiety actually keeps us safe. So if I was walking in a trail in the woods and came across a bear, my anxiety would be triggered and I would probably freeze and see if the bear had spotted me. My breath would probably become a little bit more shallow so the bear couldn't hear me and I could hear better. My eyes would widen a little bit and I'd probably get a big dose of adrenaline in case I had to run or fight that bear off. I don't recommend fighting the bears off, but I digress. So coming back to what is anxiety? It's a very normal experience. It's actually a process in our brain, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. But everybody experiences it. Now, there are times when anxiety becomes abnormal, and that's when the symptoms of anxiety become very severe, and they occur in times that you wouldn't really associate with anxiety or fear. So, for example, your friend calls you up and invites you to go hang out with a group of people you don't know really well. Right? And all of a sudden you're feeling anxious then. Okay? Your breath quickens, your palms get sweaty, right? That's not a normal experience of anxiety. And like I said before, when you're feeling those anxious symptoms, you want to avoid the normal tendencies to avoid what you're doing. So that can then impact your ability to hang out with your friends, your ability to go to class, your ability to find a good paying job. Whatever might be, whatever your goals are. So with abnormal anxiety, we're seeing a lot of symptoms, and we're seeing the symptoms occur when it's not really appropriate. Now, what can we do about it? So the good news is that anxiety is very treatable. I'm a CBT practitioner. CBT, which stands for Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, is considered the gold standard for treating anxiety. Most people who have anxiety and seek treatment for it will go on to live a very normal life, and I'll tell you why. Dr. Arrgh Beck, who invented CBT, he discovered that there's a link between our thoughts, our feelings, and our behavior, how we act, basically. So how we think can affect how we feel can affect how we think, and both those affect how we behave sometimes. So what a CBT therapist does then is understands your situation and how that thoughts, behaviors, feelings system is operating in that scenario. And then the CBT therapist will help you to be aware of that system as it's occurring in your life, and then give you the skills you need to interrupt that process, and then also skills that will help you then to affect that process in a more positive way so that you can deal with your anxiety and work through it. Now the good news is the more often that you work through your anxiety in normal anxiety-provoking situations, the lower your anxiety is going to get in those similar situations in the future. So it has what we call a conditioned response. So conditioned response is what creates anxiety in the first place, but it also can help to eliminate the anxiety well, and it's very effective for treating anxiety. So if you are a loved one that's experiencing anxiety, if you feel like you're being held back from the goals you want to accomplish in life because of your anxiety, I'd love to hear from you, or encourage you to reach out to another CBT therapist who might be in your area. You can reach me. My name again is Brett Johnson, and I'm at SoCal Therapy Center in Woodland Hills, California. My email is brettstcc@gmail.com. That's BRETTSCTC@gmail.com, or via phone at 818-804-0322, extension 14. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you learned something about anxiety, and I hope you get the help you need if you're experiencing anxiety in your life. Thank you.